Hi Libra, this is Just with your December 15th, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Libra, if any of you have monies owed or probably I can say paid, like you have to pay out, but I feel like it's more owed to you, like money that you're expecting to come your way. You may come in unexpectedly by like January time. It can come a little something can come to you this week, especially if you're expecting money to come to you. Any money that's owed to you can come to you this particular week. For some of you, that's a very few of you. Others of you will be by January, February time. Just expect things to unravel for you guys when it comes to that house of the money that other people's money and people owing you money, that sort of thing. Just wanted to kind of put that out there before I forgot. This week, okay, making a decision, coming to a conclusion, and dealing with possible gossip, naysayers, haters, jealousy, envy, all of that may be a bit of a challenge. You may feel like you know, but you can't prove it. Like, I think people are talking about me. I think people are saying this and that about me. They are. They are. Some of you, if you know that that's just the type of world you live in because you may, be a star, put your face out there. A lot of people know you. And this just may be like some scandal was unearthed or something like that. Some of you, you may expect this week that things get a little uneasy for you. Something that you may be trying to keep buried or hidden, it comes out. You could, because let me tell you one thing. If I can remember, I just damn it told Gemini that I needed to have a pad and a pencil so I can write down these taglines because I always forget. And I went straight into your reading. But anyway, it could be you because I'm going to, if I can remember, name this petty. Some of you are going to be petty this week, but someone could be petty against you. I just see pettiness. Someone's going to be very petty. And something can definitely come out by you or by another person that they've been trying to keep this secret, keep this hidden, keep this unearthed for quite some time. You may be the sounding board to let them know, listen, you need to let this out. You need to reveal this. You need to, let it out. Let it be known. Don't be scared. Don't hold back anymore. It's that type of thing. Someone needs to kind of let something out. But as far as the gossip and naysayers and other people and haters and that sort of thing, it may be a little difficult to ignore or to even identify who is doing what and where the problem is coming from so you can correct it. Now, some of you done went to a reader and you just know, oh, this is going to happen and this is going to happen and everything's going to be okay here. And you just know, you just feel like, oh, everything's going to be all right. I went to this person to do whatever or to tell me whatever, but you did go to someone to seek out some form of help. For some of you, finances looks great. It should be. Why isn't it? If you are a Libra and things aren't going for you financially well, you need to push the pedal to the metal because I see opportunity. Some of you don't feel like you are where you want to be exactly. You're not there yet, but you're doing everything that you can to get there, to get to that promotion, to get to that corner office, to get your name and lights, to have an official brand. For all of you, it'll be different, but you're doing your best to get there. And you have help along the way. People who are praising you, who's supporting you, who cares about you, who is empathetic to you, who they like what you do. They prefer you still, Libra. You're still the preferred one. And something very close to your heart, you are hoping and banking on this thing to work because you feel like this will be your ticket. This will get you where you want to be. But it requires overcoming something. It may require you overcoming fear, lying, doing things on your own, knowing that you have to, especially I'm speaking for Libra women here, firing a manager, firing even if they're a family member, letting go of that cutting that cutting an apron string is what you need to do. You need specialists. You need people that knows exactly what they're doing. And you need to be okay with telling someone you're not it. I need more help. I need better help. I need more, someone that's more qualified is what I'm getting here, or someone I can trust, because some of you have someone around you, just like I said last week, a bona fide liar. Yeah, they're back. They're here again. And if it's them being silent, they know how to punish you through silence. Words are so powerful. Silence is even more powerful than words. I learned that in my very young age, like how powerful silence is. If you have Scorpio in your chart, you already know the power of silence. But silence is what they can be punishing you with. Whatever tactics is going on here, some of you guys need to come to realization that yes, once again, it's going to take a little while. We'll be okay. This may, things may take a little longer to get you where you want to be financially. You need to go in and address what isn't working, because there's something in the system for you that isn't working, and it's time for you to make cuts. It's time for you to make some adjustments so you can get where you need to be, especially if it's involving another person. And Libras, you guys know, who this is. You are loyal in your own way, absolutely. So you may not readily feel like you're prepared to do this or want to do it, but you may need to. And by the end of the week, I do see you making those, trying to make some adjustments and trying to see how you can probably even get what you want without getting rid of anyone, or without trying to, move anyone on a chessboard or anything like that. But in order for you to regain your sense of power, control, and to not feel completely out of balance or like someone's doing you wrong, you need to make some adjustments, some real final adjustments for yourself. And for some of you, it can be, I'm leaving my job because I want something better for myself, something that works with my lifestyle. I want to be able to do A, B, and C in 2020, and this impedes that, right? So there is needing to make an adjustment is what I see now. So financially, you're fine. Some of you may just feel like you're a bit of a miser right now because you have money. You have money. You have a solid career. If you're looking for a job, put yourself out there, because you will find one. Not completely immediately, but one will be here for you. And there's something that you don't like about it, though. They may not be paying you exactly what you feel like you're worth. They don't have everything that you want or everything that you feel you deserve. But if you're in a place where you need to do that just to get where you need to be, then some adjustments. Once again, you have to make those hard decisions this time around. Now, that being said, this will be a great time for some of you that can, again, I'm not saying to do it. You should know your physical health to go to a gym. If you're already deciding to go to a gym, you will see progress. And it will be one of these, okay, I'm doing it, and you stick to it. At times, there is adjustments that you have to make with your schedule, but you can make it happen. When it comes to areas of love, because your cards pretty much keep saying the same kind of things. I have to say this week, though, before we get into love, that some of you need to break some type of karmic cycle. A lot of people are doing that now. Excuse me. They're breaking karmic cycles. And some of you got to do that. You know it. It's like the biggest elephant in the room. Or someone is doing that with you. They're breaking a cycle. Okay, but you may feel like it's not fair. You may feel like someone's overcoming something, but at your expense, right? It's like at your expense, but it's bettering you, but it's affecting me in order for you to get better. It's that type of thing, if that makes any sense. Now, when it comes to your love life, well, I feel like some of you, if you're dealing with a Gemini, I have to tell you, they're not having it. They're not going to deal with this new age relationship thing that you want to get into. Some of you may have had a Tinder date or some kind of social media date. I don't know what you call it. Not virtual, digital dating, that type of thing. Then I have it. You met a Gemini, it's going to be impossible to get rid of this person. If you're dealing with a Gemini, okay, and they told you they're not going to let you go, they're not joking. They're not. You better go over there and listen to that Gemini reading. Geminis are not playing. And it appears to be Aquariuses are not playing either. Let's just throw anybody in there. Signs aren't necessarily going to give up. For some of you, though, I feel like you want to come out of a situation that has been toxic and problematic. You just don't know exactly if you've made the right decision by cutting someone out, or if it's the right decision to make now. Some of you may be just quiet at this time. You have had a very long-standing relationship with this person, or wanted to. And for that, you feel like, no, we have too much on the line, too much at stake. As usual, where I'm always having these types of readings with Libras, because Libras look at the situation very rational and logical of like, no, time, money, and growth in that area equals going through the fire. It's kind of that simple for some of you. And so whatever the betrayal, whatever the problem has been, the difficulty in it, it has been slow for you to overcome, or someone. It's been slow to overcome this problem this time around, and it's still there. And it's still a process. Maybe because you found out something new, perhaps because now some of you are giving someone a dose of their own medicine. So it could be now you stepping out, you shutting down, you not trying to put the fight into this anymore. It could be you doing this, or someone doing it to you. But I feel like some Libras are giving somebody a dose of their own medicine. If someone has tried to shut you out by stealing up and not communicating, going, quiet on you, you're going to learn them. You're going to try to go out and seek attention someplace else. But be careful, because it's karmic. So you're going to get back what you're putting out. It will feel like almost immediately. Right? You may get found out, and then as soon as they find out, they cut you off completely. And you're saying, well, wait a minute, damn it, you did it. And they're gonna say, do as I say, not as I damn do. I told you not to do. It's not funny, but can you imagine someone saying that to you? But it's that type of thing. It's almost like a double standard. So I would be very conscious about getting someone back petty. As I'm speaking, I'm thinking about, what did I say that tagline was supposed to be? Petty. So I would be careful about being petty against someone, because the two of you are fighting fire with fire, 100%. There is juggling. It could be you, another person, but someone's juggling. They're trying to come out of that because they know that this situation is not going to end well. Okay. So someone's trying to get their behavior under control. Someone's trying to release those toxic ways. They're trying to shed themselves of being a bad boy. And I say boy because male energy shows up here. So someone's trying to shed that way of not going to this man, or not becoming this type of male energy. But there is karma that needs to be set back into place, with this situation. So if there has been a cutting out, it can be difficult trying to work things back out again. Some of you are being petty against the other person, or someone's being petty, and they're going to get someone back just to spite them, but then that's not necessarily going to work out. And someone is trying to overcome what they're going through and not fall down that same rabbit hole, but they too have karma to pay back. So there's some areas of like, it doesn't matter what door you go in, there's some area of feeling like, okay, this doesn't feel so good. It's kind of what it looks like to me. But that is going to change this relationship up. It's going to change this relationship to a new way of understanding for the two of you. Okay. It's something about what you may do or what you may say, which is going to change things up completely in your relationship. Some of you just may not say anything because you're listening to this and you won't say anything. But there will be a breaking of the chain. And I have to say, the Justice card, it being your card, that is your card. Some of you Libras may feel like a situation is just completely unjust. You may get a ruling if you're going through a separation or a divorce and you have to pay out money. You have to give up some assets. Something about you having to give some things up you may not feel is fair. But just to move on with your life, you may do what you need to do and just move on for some of you. Now, if you're single, I do feel like a lot of you guys are still healing from a breakup that you felt should have been a marriage, or it was, and something long term and deep. And you may just be kind of communicating with people just to have fun with them and just to get your mind off of things. And also, you may be putting pictures on your pages and stuff like that to get under someone's skin. Be careful, especially if you want that person back. Be careful, because I just get that some of you Libras are in a very gray period with someone. It's very gray, and you're tired of feeling controlled by them. They know how to psychologically mindfuck you, and you're tired of it. So you may just act out and do something, which I don't think is irrational, but you and this person play differently. You may do it and say, okay, I deserve to kind of get mine off sometimes and, make you see how you make me feel. But you're not dealing with a person that is going to tolerate that. So I feel like your actions beget a deeper and bigger action from them. If that makes any sense. So I would be careful, singles out there trying to teach someone a lesson. And also, you casual daters out there, be wary of someone who may wind up stalking you, or it will be hard to get rid of this person when you, in fact, just thought it was something fun to do. So I don't know what's going on with the energies. I guess, you know what, damn it. And we're not even in Capricorn season yet. I think once we get into Capricorn season, it's really going to be like buckle up buttercup for everyone, because this energy this week is giving me Scorpio, Capricorn combined. And that's one of the darkest, most powerful to me combinations you can have. And it's kind of giving me that. But we're in Sagittarius season. Which Sagittarius season doesn't always seem like it just is ignored. I don't know. It's like you have things to do. Not thinking about it. Sagittarius season. It's 50. Well, I guess that is Sagittarius season, right? It's 50 million things going on. So I feel like some of you just have to buckle up and try to enjoy this ride. In the extended, we're going to look deeper into this relationship, see if you guys are going to overcome this, what's happening in their life with you. All of what we focus on will be in the description box below, so go check a look at that. We're going to look at you singles too. We're going to look past this week, down months to come. So if you're interested, click that link and we can look further into this love reading. If you would like something personal with me, click the link to my website and you can set something up for yourself. If you'd like to comment, do so in the comment section below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care. Hopefully you're not being the petty Libra. Take care, Libra.